So we'll be looking at what is selling. We'll be looking at personal selling today, a new definition of personal selling, the golden rule of personal selling. We'll be seeing why everybody sells, then why you should choose a sales career, and is a sales career right for you? So these are the things that we'll be handling today in this presentation. So I will advise you all to get your pen and paper, because not everything I'm going to say today that will be in my slide, right? So you can just get a pen and paper. Anything you're going to jot today might be important. In fact, it will be important to your business. So now let's move forward. Now, what is your view about salespeople? For you to make any sale, you must have a view. You must know how you view salespersons. Now, some people, they see salespeople as jobless people. They see salespeople as people who don't have the best job, people who are not well placed in an organization, so they push them to sales industry. But that is not always the matter. It is not always the matter, because the sales personnel is actually the soul of every business, is the soul of every organization. So how you view them will really know whether you are going to be a very good salesperson or not. So some people have a negative view. You need to have that view first. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it, or you don't just have an opinion about these salespeople? What you need to ask yourself that question, and as you're asking yourself that question, you need to be positive about people who are into sales. Because for me, I see people who sell for me, I see them as people who I should give the most training, because they're the ones that are holding my business. If I'm not selling, then I'm not actually making any money. So how many of you are actually interested in a sales career? You need to ask yourself this question. If you're not interested in a sales career, then there's no point coming into network marketing. There's no point coming into emailing, because you need to sell. Even if the company will not ring the bell to your ear, but you actually need to sell, because the company will actually promote people or recognize people who are selling every day. Now let's look at this particular slide. Now this selling of a thing, some people actually restrict it to product selling. It's not actually when you sell goods or services, that is when you're selling. Now, whether your message is about a product, a service, idea, or vision, right? You engage in an act of selling. So you can even sell yourself. You can sell an idea. You can have an idea of building the biggest shopping mall, online shopping mall in the world, and sell it to someone. You need to be able to sell that idea properly to someone. So don't restrict just selling to only selling of tangible goods, right? So you need to sell, is an act of selling to reach and persuade your audience to actually see that what you are selling is right for them. So how skillful you are in the act of selling is what will determine the large part of how successful you will be in those efforts. So you need to acquire skills. It's not enough to say you are very good in selling, so you are okay with. That's why I decided to talk about these things, because in as much as I'm dishing out these things to you, I'm also learning from whatever I'm saying. So the first thing is, if people are in skillfulness, you need to be aware of this particular problem people have. It is called scotoma in sales. Now, for people who are medically inclined on this call, you will agree with me that scotoma is a medical condition. Scotoma is a medical condition, and it is normally tied to a condition where the human eyes age, right? Where it's more like a macular degeneration of the retina of the eye. So you develop what we call a blind spot, right? So let me give you an example of this scotoma. Most of us scotoma, it is a general thing. Now let's look at, before we bring it down to sales, let us look at generally now what this scotoma is. When we were growing up, and our mother will tell us to go to wardrobe and get a black hair tie. Go to your Sylvia, go inside my wardrobe and get a black hair tie for me. Then you now go there and then you search everywhere, search inside that wardrobe. You will never see that that black hair tie. And your mom will tell you, go back there, it's inside there. It's there. I know I kept it there. You go, you search all you can and you cannot find it. Then your mom, with anger, goes to that particular place. And she did not, without no effort, she just picks the black hair tie and say, is this not the black hair tie I told you to? For if you can relate it, it has happened to me where I'm sent on an errand and I'm not able to see it, but the person who owns that thing will just go there and pick it. Right? It happens. So at that point, you had a blind spot. You're actually blind. You can see, but you are not seeing at that point. So it happens in sales where you are seeing your potential customers, but you don't know that they are your potential customers. You are seeing somebody who can buy from you, but you are just underrating those people. Maybe because of past experiences you must have had with those people. Maybe you've introduced them to your product before and they didn't buy from you. Then you now use that eyes or to conclude that this person will not buy when I show them my product or when I show them my services. That is scotoma. This particular scotoma has happened to me in my Emery business. There are some people that I would have told about my business opportunity, but I told this person about this last business. The person did not run the business with me. I'm not sure the person would do Emery. And the next day, I saw the person in Emery office already registered. So if you can relate to what I'm saying, then you understand what this scotoma means. So you need to beware of your own scotoma. Scotoma is a very big problem. So if you cannot deal with your own scotoma, you will keep on losing valuable clients that could actually buy from you, that could actually buy into your ideas or into your business opportunity. So let's look at what effective selling is. Now, we look at effective selling as the ability to identify potential customers. So I need you to underline some keywords because these keywords is very important. So potential customers, you can underline it. Effective selling is the ability to identify potential customers, their possible needs, their requirements and aspirations, and be able to present the benefits of the specific product or services in a way that the customer perceives them to be the best solution to their demand. So you need to identify your potential customers. It's not everybody that will buy from you. Don't expect everybody to buy from you. Even no matter how wonderful your product is, you cannot capture everybody's attention. So you need to know the set people or the set of people that are interested to buy from you. Now, let us use one of our products as an example. You are selling Virgin and you are talking to a young boy who doesn't have a mother, who doesn't have a sister, in fact, is an orphan. And then you are trying to sell Virgin to him. Is that your potential customer? The answer is, it might be a potential customer, but at that particular point, it's not your target. You should shift your sales target to people who are willing to actually hear what you have to say or find them value in whatever you are offering them. Then you must be able to meet their requirements, and also the benefit of the product must be well aligned to fit their own needs. If you are not doing all these things, then you will not actually sell. So what is selling? Selling, we see it as one of many marketing components. So some people will come and interchange selling for marketing. Selling is never marketing. It's just one of the components. Selling, again, is not talking. Now, some people, they talk from January to December, but they don't make a sale, and then they feel discouraged. So selling is not talking. In fact, marketing is talking. So there are so many components involved in marketing. There is market research, there is target market, there's products research. You need to also know your competitors. You need to have a mission statement. There is pricing. budgeting, there's marketing goals. You need to monitor your results. So all those things are marketing. But selling is actually an entity. So when you talk about personal selling now, personal selling, which most of us in this industry do, we talk about personal communication of information, communication of your information to your target audience, to your audience. That is personal selling. If you're not able to communicate, no matter how good your product is, no matter how excellent your product is, if you cannot communicate well with your customers, I'm telling you that you are not going to make a sale. So you need to learn some communication skills. You need to learn how to communicate, and not just communicating in wasting their time. No, you need to in fact, I tell my staff, you need to convince your clients to buy from you in 5 minutes, because people don't have time. People don't have time at all. So sell yourself in 5 minutes. Sell your product in 5 minutes. Now, another thing is to know what we call persuasion. Now, persuasion, I will recommend a book known as Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. If you read that book, you will know how to do what we call persuasion very well. Now, what is involved in persuasion? What is involved in persuasion? The first one, people do that to sell effectively. And as I'm listing them, you will know the particular one that you do very well. The ones that you need to do more, you need to start now to start improving yourself. So what are these? What is involved in persuasion? So the first one is actually reciprocity. So reciprocity, a lot of salespeople do that a lot. Now, reciprocity is actually a way of exchanging things with your potential customers, exchanging goods or services with your potential customers. What are these things? Like say now I'm selling V-Tide, right? And for you to buy from me, I give you like few sachets of V-Tide for you to try it out, for you to try my product to see if it's good for you. Now, when you collect this product and use, the feedback you're going to get will be happy. In the long run, you feel in debt to me to buy from me because I've given you some free samples of my products, right? I've heard Dr. John Mukoro always say this thing, that anytime he wants to sell his Virgin, he just gives you a tube of Virgin to use. He has already seen you that you're a potential customer before he will now look at doing what we call reciprocity. So most organizations do that. You see them, you go to the supermarket, they give you sample for tasting. That is reciprocity. So by the time you find value with what you've tasted, then you can now start becoming their customer. The next thing is liking. All this liking is under persuasion. People generally will buy from people they like. That is the truth. If people don't like you, they will not buy from you. So when you meet your potential customers, you try as much as possible to find a common ground. People who find a common ground actually sell a lot. So you see people coming to you from you, then you are asking them, where are you from? You are trying to maintain or create a relationship. Where are you from? What kind of, or you just see somebody who made a very lovely hair and you say, oh, your hair is so lovely. All those things, you are trying to find a common ground. You want the person to like you, right? To like your person. So, but there's some kind of people that do this thing in a way that will even anger the person. Example, you know of this you smell nice. This you smell nice person that went for an interview and the person wants to do this develop liking with the interviewer, and the person told the person who is doing the interview that you smell nice. And the person picked offense. It's not everybody that you see and then you compliment. For me, this thing actually got me into trouble when I was in secondary school. So since then, I don't actually give compliments if it is not true. So there was my teacher, she's an economics teacher, and then she was going up the stairs, and I went to compliment this economics teacher that her shoe is good, her shoe looks nice. Believe you me, that shoe was not actually nice. The shoe was bent to one corner. So the woman picked offense immediately, and because she knew what she was wearing, that it wasn't nice. So she told me, Sylvia, what did you say? My shoe is nice. She took me to the staff room, and you know, in secondary school, once they take you to that staff room, the whole teacher is going to deal with you. She said I was making jest of her. And truly, That is what I was doing. Not that some people you compliment, but truly, you don't mean that compliment. So, please don't try to make people like you in a negative way. If you are complimenting somebody, make sure that the compliment, the person actually wants the compliment. The next thing is authority. People will like to buy from people who have authority. Example, people who are selling supplements, who are medical personnel. People would like to buy from them. People would like to buy from a doctor who is selling medical products. People would like to buy pharmacists. If you're into IT, people would like to buy phones or guides from people with this background. So they like why if I see people who are selling products and they say your product, explain your product in a simple way. I say no. Some people want to hear those professional jargons. They want to hear all those big words before they will say, no, this really talking sense. They like that authority. So you need to have the authority for you to make effective sales. Now, another one is social proof. So many companies do that. They look for celebrities, people who can actually come to recognize with their brand. They look for brand ambassadors that they can use. That people have a lot of a brand or in their product. Another strategy using City is what companies do when they want a particular product to be a hot cake. What they do is that they take it out from the market. They know this product is their selling point. They take it out of the market for some time, push other products in the marketing front, let it sell. Then after some time, they release that particular product. So scarcity is another way where people or organization make their sales. Then we look at commitment and consistency. For you to make a sale, don't be in a hurry. You need to be committed to making that sales. You need to be consistent in making that sales. You need to always stop, not actually being too pushy, right? But you need to always put out reasonable content that will make people find value in buying from you. So in selling, you also need to help others. It's not all about yourself. As you are selling, have that mindset. Will this my product actually help this person who is having this problem? Or am I just selling this product to make money? So you have to help others in terms of the goods you are selling, in terms of the services you are providing, and in terms of the ideas you are giving out. So let us define personal selling. Personal selling is referred to the personal communication of information and to unselfishly persuade someone. To unselfishly persuade someone. So many salespeople are actually selfish in their dealings. They are selfish in their selling. And if you don't become unselfish, there is no way you can maintain a long-standing relationship with people who buy from you, right? So in making any sale, always have the picture of your grandmother at the back of your head or mind. Have a picture. If you don't have a grandmother, have a picture of your mother. Have a picture of your sister or a very close person, even your father. Have a picture of them in making any sales. Would you treat her in a selfish manner? Would you treat her in a selfish manner? Would you sell something to her just to make a sale? If the answer is no, then you need to behave ethically in selling. So what are the selfish things that people can do? Okay, you have a product that is close to expiry, a product that is expiring soon, but you decide to maybe clean the expiry. You know, some people do it a lot. People who have supermarkets, they clean this expiring date and then they sell this product to people, not minding whether it's going to harm the person. They're just about their pocket. Now, if you are selfish, at that particular point, you are selfish. So if you are selfish, then what if that person finds out that this is what you did? You have lost that customer for life. So for you to make any sale, you must make sure that you remove selfishness from you. So now we look at the golden rule of personal selling. It refers to the sales philosophy of unselfishly treating others the way you would like to be treated. unselfishly treating others the way you like to be treated. So people who work in a supermarket or who are salesperson, sometimes you enter into their pharmacy or their shop, and then they treat you like you are doing them a favor. They are doing them a favor, coming to buy from them. No. Will you be happy the way you treat your customers? So, reciprocity is not expected in the golden rule of selling. You must not give out your products for people to actually see value in your products. Reciprocity is not expected. Now, from multinational companies, they will never give you products. They will never give you sample of their products to taste, but they will sell their value. And with time, you will see why you should buy. They will tell you, in fact, the way they will attend to you or they will tell you if you don't buy these products, if something you are missing out big time. You don't need to give out products to sell. Yes. So that is the golden rule. So if you are still looking at giving out products to sell, you are not actually in the golden rule of success or of selling yet. You are not yet there. So that's why we have trainings like this so that you can know how you can be better. So golden rule of success is about trying to keep people. Golden rule of success is about trying to keep somebody else warm, even if it means that we get cold in the process. That is what the golden rule of success. That is where we are headed to, right? That is where I want you all to be. So even sometimes I give out products for people to taste or for people to have a feel of the product. But me personally, I know that I'm not supposed to do that, right? I'm not supposed to do that. So the golden rule is when reciprocity is not expected. So let us look at different salespersons and the kind of people that we find in sales. We have the traditional salespersons. Now, this traditional salesperson, they are guided by self-interest. They know only themselves. Those are the traditional salespersons. So as I'm rolling out these things, you should class yourself where you are. Me personally, I know where I am. I'm not telling you I am in the golden rule. No, I know where I am. So traditional salesperson are guided by self-interest. The professional salesperson takes care of customers. They take care of customers. Now, the golden rule salesperson, where I'm advising us all to go to, others' interest is most important. They think of others, not themselves, right? So let us look at a more detailed listing of what the differences of these people do. Now, a traditional salesperson, what they will do is that they do what they think they can get away with. That is what the traditional salesperson will do. They do what they think they can get away with. But a professional salesperson will do what they are legally required to do. So those people are guided by the book. They are guided by the book. They have guidelines that they follow. Now, the golden rule salesperson, even if the book is not there to guide them, they do the right thing. They do the right thing. So I like to bring this presentation to what we are facing right now. Do the right thing, right? So you see people who are on the different social media platforms underselling their products. Even if when our company, Emery, has written down on the book, do not sell this product below the recommended retail price. But you see people who are selling below the price, right? Those people are not there yet. Those people are guided by selfish interest. They're doing those things at the detriment of other people. They don't care about other distributors. So a professional salesperson will take care of customers, but a golden rule salesperson is bothered about other people's reaction. If I undersell this thing, how will it affect other people's business? How will it affect Emery's business? What will be the long standing of these our products? And if you cannot probe yourself, then you will not improve. You will not do things right. So the traditional salesperson will attribute results to personal effort. Any results they make in sales is their own effort. But a professional sales person will attribute results to personal effort, employers, and customer economy. Now, a golden rule salesperson will attribute results to others. You see them attributing results to their team. At the end of the month, when Emery pays huge repeat sales bonus, instead of them to take the credit for themselves, they attribute the results to the team. That is the rule. That is the golden rule person. Then, a traditional salesperson will seek recognition for effort. Sharing is not important. They are pride and ego driven. But a professional salesperson enjoy recognition. They may actually share it if it suits their purpose, their pride or ego. But a golden rule person will feel that individual performance is due to others, and they are actually not motivated by pride or ego. Now, for a traditional salesperson, money is life's main motivator. Professional, money is not important, but to the customer's detriment. These people, most people are on this professional sales, but a golden rule person, service is most important. Money is to be shared. That is why I love the network marketing industry. As we are making the sales for them, they are sharing the money. They are sharing the money. Service is also so important for long-time relationship people. So as you're on this call, you should look at yourself. Are you self-interest driven, or do you put self on others, or do you have other people's interests? I implore you, as you're on this call, listening to my voice, you should work towards having other people's interests at heart if you want to become an excellent salesperson, if you want to follow the golden rule of success. Now, the next thing I'll be talking about is everybody sells. Whether you like it or not, you must sell. Whether you like it or not, you must sell. So I see people I laugh at people when they tell me that they don't like selling. How can you say you don't like selling? You must sell. Now, for you to sell, you must develop communication skills for you to trying to get your way in life. From when we were kids, we were taught how to sell. If you don't know, you know it now. Now you want something, you want a phone, or you want a book from your dad or from your mom. You need to know how to persuade your dad or your mom for them to. You need to outline the benefit of why you need that book, or why you need that clothes, or why you need that shoe, for them to know that, yes, this my daughter or this my son needs this thing. So we'll be selling even from the womb self. When we're in the womb, we'll kick our mom's stomach and say, "Mom, I'm hungry. Go and give me food to eat." You are persuading, you are selling. So you must actually have, at that point, the baby is kicking the mother's tummy or the mother's tummy. It's communicating to the mom. I've not eaten. Give me food. The way the child will keep on telling you, "I need this thing for my school. I need this thing for this." They are communicating their needs to you. So don't say you don't want to sell. You don't like to sell. If you say you don't like to sell, that means you want to die. Because so far you are alive, you must sell. You must sell. You are involved in selling when you want somebody to do something for you. So stop running away from sales job. Stop it, because you are selling unknowingly. So you use your persuasion skills to persuade somebody to act. So you want somebody to register in your Emery business. You are selling your Emery business. You are selling yourself. Because you know what? As you are presenting your Emery business opportunity, the people who you are presenting to are looking at you. They're not actually looking at your comp plan. They're not looking at what you are saying from you. They're looking at you first. So you must be able to sell yourself. You can sell yourself in the way you look. You can sell yourself with the kind of designer stuff you are wearing. Yes, you sell yourself first. Some people, they don't even talk too much. They sell. They sell. So sell yourself. Now, another thing is what salespeople are paid to do. What salespeople are paid to do. The first thing is that they are paid to sell. That is their job. That is our job in Emery. We are paid to sell. So if you are selling your business opportunity or you are selling your product, the company pays you. If you are not doing any of those things, then you will not be paid in Emery. Then you join those people who complains that their business is not moving. You join those people who will complain that their table is not moving. If you are complaining of that thing, then you need to look at yourself that you are not selling. I can never complain of my email business. I will never complain. If my table is not moving, the fault is on me, right? If I'm not selling, the fault is on me. So you are paid to sell. That is your job. So you need to set performance goal for yourself, for you to sell effectively. It's not all about selling. You need to set performance goals. That is why the company decided to bring in their own performance sales target. You saw them in the last, it was exposed to us in yesterday's spotlight, when they showed us what we'll be expecting in the month of September. And it's actually awesome. Seeing that, and I said, no, the company has set a performance goal, right? So you need to set for themselves in order to serve others and earn a living, and then to keep their job. So you also need to set for your employers. If you have businesses, you need to set performance goals for your employers. If you don't set performance goals for your employers, your company will die. Your company will not survive. So if you have your teammates, you need to set performance goals for them. Now we have the 90 days challenge going on. The 90 days challenge is a performance goal. If you don't know now. At the end of the 30 days challenge, there will be a review, right, on what you have done. You have to review yourself first. If you've not done well, you can set your own performance goal. So you also need to set performance goals for your customers. So to fulfill the need and help the organization to grow, you're not going to tell your customers that you're setting performance goals for them. There are ways to do it. There are ways to do it. So I have customers that buy from me every month. So at the end of the month, I send reminders to them. Your medication will finish in a week time. Should we supply you? At that point, they know that they need to buy the medication. So you need to also set performance goals for your customers. So how do you sell to someone and remain friends? So many people have sold things to people and created enemies for themselves. It's not all about selling. If you know you will make that sale and make enemies, please don't sell that product. If you know you will sell something and hurt that person, please don't sell that thing. Your relationship is more than money. Your relationship with people is more than money. So don't be looking at what you're going to gain now, and then you spoil your relationship with people. Now let us see how you can do that. Now salespeople need to close sales. At the same time, maintain a great relationship with their customers. Relationship management is very important here. Now, what does this require? This is what you will learn in this presentation today. And I thank you. I have 75 people on this call. I thank you for taking out your time to be part of this presentation, because you're going to be learning how to close your sales and still maintain that relationship. Don't be in a hurry to sell and hurt people. Now, you look at your gain, what you're going to gain now. You misinterpret your product. Let's just move forward. We will see those things that we do, and then we lose relationship with people. For business owners here, you can relate with what I'm saying. In fact, everybody on this call, you are all business owners, because you all own your email business. You are all independent distributors of email. So you are all business owners. If you don't know now, know now. You are all business owners. So let's look at the major reason first why people will choose a sales career. First, they look at choosing a sales career because they want to serve others. They want to serve others. And again, they have variety of jobs. In fact, if you are looking for a sales job today, you will find a sales job today. It's open. It's always open, because there's no organization that doesn't need sales. So a sales job is open. And there's freedom. You have freedom in a sales job. You don't need to go to the office to sit down. You are always on the field. So you have freedom. If you can meet your sales in your first week of selling, for people who work for companies, if you can meet your sales targets in your first week, the other 3 weeks, you can use it to flex. Nobody will ask you any questions. So you have your freedom. You can decide to only work at night. That is your freedom. So provided you're going to meet your target, the company doesn't chase you around. So you also meet challenges. Challenges is what makes us better. Don't look at challenges as a stumbling block. No. If you're not challenged, there's no way you can move forward in life. So some people who are challenged in their emerging business opportunity today, they say they give up. No. When you are challenged, you should go back to the drawing board and know how to overcome those challenges. Talk to your upline. Your upline must have passed through those challenges before. Talk to them how they actually went ahead of solving these challenges. So if you look at challenges as a stumbling block, then you need to have a rethink if you need a sales career. Also, advancement. With a sales job, you can easily advance. Also, reward. You have excellent reward when you have a very good sales career. You'll be rewarded awesomely. Now look at Emery's plan. If you become a very good salesperson in terms of recruiter, in terms of selling their products, the kind of reward that is waiting for you, wait until the company reviews it. In fact, they've even reviewed it. So we're starting in September, right? So tell me why I will not choose a sales job if I have all these benefits. So let us look at the types of sales job. We have retail sales job. We have direct sales job. We have wholesaler sales job. We have manufacturer. Now, it will interest you to know that network marketing cuts across all these type of sales job. In network marketing, we retail. In network marketing, we do direct selling. In network marketing, there is wholesalers. In network marketing, we have manufacturers. Of course, the product has to come from the manufacturer end. So these are the type of sales. So it depends on where you want to. So let us look at the definition of what this thing means. Of course, you know what retailing means. When a retail person sells goods and services to customers for their personal and non-business use. So a direct selling person deals with customers face to face, typically in their home. So you can use your laptop, your phone, and do your direct selling. You must not go to the person's house to sell. So I find it somehow withdrawn when people tell me, I need to see your face, or I need you to come to my location before I can buy from you. No, we have grown past that. So we can do that from our home. Now we look at the sellers for the wholesaler, where they need to resell for the use of producing other goods, and then for the use of within organization. Then we look at manufacturers working from a firm who manufactures products, usually one of most of the prestigious job to hold. For people who work in manufacturing firm, you know that they're actually holding a very prestigious job because they own the factory where these goods are coming from. So you need to ask yourself again this question: is a sales career right for you? Is sales career right for you? So for you to answer this question, you need to ask yourself these questions again. What are your past accomplishments? What are your past accomplishments? Then you need to ask, what are your goals? What are your goals? You need to have your goal. You need to have your set goals where you are looking at. Any training you see here, we always talk about goals, because goals is very important for a leader. A leader without no goal in fact, you are a blind leader if you don't have any goal. You just wake up in the morning and then you say you don't even have any goal. Then you are not a leader at all. So we always talk about goals. So what are your goals? Do you have the responsibility of a sales job? In selling, there are actually responsibilities, and I will show you those responsibilities. We have the responsibility of a sales job. Do you have them? Do you mind to travel? A salesperson is not a static person. A salesperson is not somebody that will sit down with a cup of coffee in your house and you cross your leg. That is not a salesperson. You must have the mind of traveling. Yes, there are people who have moved almost all the states in Nigeria to sell. If you're in Ghana, there are some people who have gone around Ghana, even they have gone around Africa to sell. If you're in Egypt, there are people who have gone around that place to sell. Philippines, the same thing. So you must accept traveling as part of your job. How much freedom do you want in a job? If you want to enjoy the life of freedom, then you should look at a sales career. Then do you have the personality required, the personality characteristics to succeed? Or are you willing to transfer to another city or another state? You might not find that, many might not ask you these questions, but for people, when I talk about this training, you can use it in your other life job or whatever you're doing or your career. For people who go for sales job, they don't have a destination of their own. They don't have a location of their own. So you see them, they move that today they are in Lagos. The company can choose to move them. If their performance is very good, they will move them to the north for them to go and build the market in the north. For people who are in the sales team in Emery, you will attest to me that they are not always in Nigeria. Tomorrow you see them in Ghana. Tomorrow you see them in Egypt. They know what they are doing. So if you're not willing to transfer to another city, in fact, most people we see in the office are Philippines. They left their country to come and build the business in Nigeria. So if you're not willing to transfer to another city or have another state visit, then you are not, this sales career is not right for you. If you're a network marketer, ready to move, you're not ready to even go to Sambisa Forest to go and do your presentation. I'm telling you that the sales, if they tell you that you have clients in Sambisa Forest, you should stand up and go and present to them. That is a salesperson, right? So we look at the love of selling. So for you to actually love selling, right? You need to actually love selling to make success. And what does it take? You need to serve others. Service to others is very important. You need to use the golden rule of success. You need to use the golden rule for success. I've shown you the golden rule, the differences between the three rules. So you need to apply those golden rules. If you are still a traditional salesperson, please try as much as possible every day to move from a traditional to a professional, and then before you hit the golden rule. For me, I'm not perfect, but I'm also still working on myself for me to be a golden rule salesperson. You have to have communication ability. You must be able to communicate. You must have personal characteristics. You must excel in strategic thinking. You must bring up strategy. You must think. Strategy is very important. You must have sales knowledge. You must also have stamina for the job. It's not everybody has the stamina for sales job. So you must take care of yourself health-wise. Sometimes you might be on the field. You might be standing for a long time. If you don't have the stamina, you must eat before you go for. Don't go and be shaking and you are selling. Don't go faint. Don't go and faint, though. Nobody send you message. So you must have the stamina for the sales job. Don't go and meet your customers and your customer is standing and you are sitting down. No. So the next thing is you need to also you need to sell to also build your relationship. So first thing first, you must have joy. You must be happy. If you're not happy working, you can never maintain that long-term relation. See, this happiness, that is why I love Emery Corporates. Queen Komoda, the vice president, I don't know if she's on this call. She will always ask you one question. Are you happy? You think she doesn't know why she's asking that question? She knows. Are you happy? If you're not happy, you cannot progress. If you are not happy, you cannot do something. If you're not happy, you cannot be persistent. If you're not happy, you cannot remain in Mary, no matter if you've not earned or not. If you're not happy, the joy in your work is very important. So if you're happy on this call, I want you to type, I am happy. Let people, there are people who are not even in Mary on this call. So let them see that you are happy. Type it, I am happy. I am happy. For me, the happiness I have, I'm overjoyed running this business. I am happy running this business. If you're on this call, please type me. Chidicholi, I see you. You are happy. I know you are happy. Simultaneously great. Brand Louis, I see you, sir. Happy. Scott, Odasolo, thanks. Jumoke Barreto, Boomsi, Adrenaline. Who's this Adrenaline? Omo. Dayo Ajay, thanks for joining. Wow, Abosede, Ajia, Abigail, Rita, I'm happy. Techno, I have so many happy people on this call. And I'm so happy to be, in fact, by the time you join happy people, you must be happy. So I must honor me. Thanks so much. James Mukoro, I'm happy. I know this is my Oga John Mukoro. Oh, Chinese, Triumph, Philomena, Louis, you are happy. Juliana, you are happy. Angel, you are happy. I'm so happy to have so many people on this call who are happy. So you must also have harmony in relationship. You must have harmony in relationship. If your relationship doesn't matter to you, then you are not looking at building a long-time relationship with people. You must harmonize. There's something that is called emotional intelligence you need to apply in dealing with your relationship, right? Don't inherit other people's enemy. Dr. John Mukoro, you taught me that. Don't inherit other people's enemies, right? So you need to harmonize your relationship with people for you to build a long-term relationship. Also, you must be patient in closing your sales. You must be patient in closing your sales. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be too pushy. Don't be, you see, it's not all about closing now. Sell for the long term. You must be kind to people. You must be morally ethical. Please, you must be morally ethical. I would like to stress on this morally ethical and bring up 4 things that people normally do. And with that, they move from being morally ethical to wicked people, to people who you will not even like to buy from again in future. The first thing that people do is that they make promises. Making promises you know you can't keep. You make promises you know you can't keep. You see people, they want to register into your business and then you are telling them, don't worry, I will bring people for you, I'll put people under you. Or don't worry, I'll help you sell your product, just register. I'll help you sell your products. If you know you make promises to people and in your heart of hearts, you know you can't keep those promises, I'm telling you, you are destroying your relationship with people. By the time they register with you and they find out that what you told them is not true, you're not even able to recruit for yourself, talk less of recruiting for them, then your relationship with those people have actually scattered. You cannot be an excellent salesperson. The second thing that people do is not fully disclosing information. Not fully disclosing information, your product information to people. Now you see our product that is called Virgin, and you are promising somebody that Virgin will help them with leg pain, or Virgin will help them to remove acne on their face. You know, the company doesn't have that product claim. People just use it. So in selling your product, if you are in the habit of selling your product and you are not really disclosing the information of this product, let's bring it down to our network marketing. You have a team and you are recruiting somebody. Because you want to recruit somebody, you don't actually tell the person what they need to do on the board to earn. You don't give them their login details. You don't give them things that they need. You are not disclosing, so that all these things are actually unethical practices that we need to change for you to be a very good salesperson. Tell the people what they need to know. Tell them about their back office. Tell them everything. If you know there's any information you are leaving out today on this call, call your downlines. Tell them that this is how this business is done. I'm telling you that you're making your work easier for you. Another third thing that people do is that they misrepresent the product or services. They are misrepresentators. They talk like they said some things that will not represent the company, what the company has told us to do. We misrepresent our company. We misrepresent Emery. We are all representative of Emery, if you don't know that. So if you want to be a salesperson, you need to represent Emery in a professional manner. You need to represent Emery in a very good manner, so that people would like to what? Clinch to you. Also, you need to stop being pushy. You need to stop being pushy. Don't push people to buy from you. You know, there are some people I have bought from, but I don't want to buy that thing. I just bought from them for them to stop disturbing me. They will call you 10 times in a day. Why are you calling me? I should make them show me value in your product. Don't be too pushy. And there are some people on this call that have actually registered into maybe 1 or 2 different network marketing companies. But you're not ready to push the company. You're not ready to promote the company. But because the person is always on your neck, you just say, come. How much is that your registration fee? 10,000 Abi. Or you take, maybe now go give me products. Or you give me products. Stop disturbing me. So if you become too pushy for people to register or buy your product, they will just buy it and they will not come back to you for any repeat sales. They will not come back to you for even, in fact, you register them and they'll become dormant on the board. So allow people to make the decision. Allow people to say, yes, I want to join the business. I want to run the business with you. You need to be faithful to your words. Your word is important. Don't be so in a hurry to promise what you cannot keep. Don't. You need to have fairness in sales. You need to also have self-control as regarding to emotions. Because in this business, sometimes you'll be angry with even your downline, your upline. You need to know how to control your emotions. Emotional intelligence is so important here. You must also have care for your customers. If you don't care for your customers, they will not come back to you. You must care for your customers. Now, the next thing we're going to be looking at is if you answer those questions or all those things, just look at how you would answer these questions again, because this thing you need to probe yourself. I'm not actually here to give you any training. You need to probe yourself. You need to, and as I'm asking you this question, I'm also asking myself, do these success characteristics describe you? Those things I've shown you before on the other slide, does it describe you? Or there are some that you have and there are some that you need to improve on? You need to ask yourself those questions. Can you develop those missing ones? If you can develop those missing ones, I'm telling you that you are going to be a very excellent person and you keep yourself. Once again, what are those things? You need to be caring. You need to be joyful. Are you able to get along with people? Are you patient? Are you kind? Are you ethical? Are you honest? Are you fair? Are you self-controlled? With all these things, if you can answer yes to all these questions, I'm telling you that you make your sales. Now, often we do not reach our potentials. There are some people that they do all these things, but they don't reach their sales goal. They don't make that sales. Do you know that there is how you will detail somebody? There is how you will detail somebody and the person doesn't buy from you. You won't feel, you yourself, you will not say you try. There are people who have shown my email business and they didn't register with me. They registered somewhere else, right? You need to ask yourself, you need to probe yourself why that happened, right? So in probing yourself, you find out that there's something or one or two things you didn't do right. At the long run, you need to blame yourself. Now, if you have been trying for somebody to buy your product or buy your brand or buy your address and the person is not buying it, if you have done all those things, so in doing this now, you need to ask yourself, do you have limits? Do you have limits? Some people, what they do is that they set limits for themselves. Human beings, we are limitless. When we set limits for ourselves, you wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I want to sell this thing today. And the limit that you set for yourself is small. I'm telling you that you're not actually pushing yourself too much to make good impact. So you see people who work for sales industry, they set big targets. People who work for banking, who are in the banking industry, their target, if they tell you the millions that the bank tell them to bring, it's too much. Because it's not like they want you to meet that thing 100%. There's a particular target you meet, they will still applaud you. Some people, they do more than that limit. So if you are setting a limit for yourself, you need to make sure that the human mind is actually limitless. Set limits that you set, you go fear for yourself. When you see that limit that you set for yourself, I have my limits and I set my limits every day. So it is hard. Another problem that people find is that it is hard for them to break away from their whole self. They see themselves as the old Sylvia, or the old Mukoro, or the old Betty, or the old Brand Louis. You see yourself as the old self. No, don't see yourself as the old Juliana. See, as you are progressing in life, you are learning new things, and those new things are making you new. Right? So you need to break away. If you've not made sales yesterday, wake up in the next morning and be renewed and have that mindset that you're going to sell today. So you need to break away. Now, another thing is relationship selling. So you need to be non-adversarial. You need to be non-manipulative. Now, in non-adversarial, you need to actually have this cooperative spirit. You need to actually work together with people to actually make them have a best resolution for themselves. You need to be non-manipulative. Anything that has to be bringing manipulation into your mind, you need to remove it if you want to maintain good relationship with people. You need to be consultative. You also need to be partnering with people. Please don't put in fighting. That's why when you see people come and start fighting with other network marketing companies, I laugh. What we're supposed to do now is we're supposed to be partnering. We're partnering across teams. Even in the email business opportunity, you see a synergistic boss system where we need to partner with each other, right? So you also need to be a problem solver. Try to solve people's problem. When you solve their problem, they are going to be in-depth to you. They are going to be, the relationship they have with you, in fact, they will take it outside email business. They will take it outside virgin purchases. They can also give you contracts that will also change your life, right? So in selling, you also look at the long-term goal, long-term relationship, very important. So in all these things that we have said today, your customer is at the center of sales. So the customer that you have, you might see your customers as your teammates. You might see your customers as people who buy from you, right? Your customers is the center of every sales, right? So you need to analyze the need of your customers. You need to present products. But you need to outline the benefits of the product very well to the customer. You need to give them exceptional customer service. With that, you will gain the commitment of your customers. So analyze the need, present product benefits, gain commitment. With that, of course, you have the services to provide, and then you can gain the commitment. So this is what a salesperson should do. You should create new customers. For people who have existing customers, they have customers on board, but they see that they are enough. You don't have to, even Coca-Cola of today still looks for more customers. So you need to create more customers. Keep creating new customers. Keep increasing your contact base. Keep increasing the number of people that buy from you. Then don't also neglect your present customers, because it's your present customer that is keeping you alive in business. So you need to sell more to your present customers. Also, you need to build long-term relationship with people. Provide solution to customers' problem. Provide services. Provide services. Providing services is very important to customers, and it helps customers to resell products to their customers and help customers to use products after purchases. Build goodwill with customers, and also provide companies with marketing information. So what is the future of a salesperson? As the future of a salesperson, you need to acquire skills. The first skills I tell people to acquire is conceptual skills. You need to acquire conceptual skills, and you need to have efficient planning. You need to know how to plan yourself. You need to know how to prioritize. You need to have effective time management in selling, right? A salesperson should have very good planning skills. You should also learn human skills. You need to learn how to work with your customers. If you don't know how to work with people, how to work with your customers, you will not be a salesperson. You should also need to have technical skills. Technical skills is very important. Now everybody is moving into digital. Don't say you want to be meeting your customers every time. You have to move with the trend. Move with the trend. Everybody is selling online. Everybody is doing e-selling. Please go and learn it. Go and learn digital marketing. Go and learn Facebook marketing. Go and learn WhatsApp selling. Sell because you must sell. So we look at selling as both an art and a science. So how is selling an art? Just like playing football or playing golf or playing tennis, right? You need to practice. So selling is actually, you need to practice. In practicing, you become perfect. Nobody is perfect, but by the time you sell, you keep selling, you become better. So in that particular this definition, selling is seen as an art. Selling can also be seen as a science, because we're looking at growing the body of knowledge, right? You must actually improve yourself. You must actually learn. You must go for training, personal development. You must improve yourself. If you are not improving yourself, reading sales things or reading some kind of sales materials, then you cannot be better. So that is why you see people talking about reading books. It's very important. Developing yourself, going to school, going back to school, doing courses, doing short courses that can help us. So it's also a science. So we need to prepare for the 21st century. We're in the 21st century. What do you need to do? Internationally and global selling, you need to have cultural fluency. You need to know what this person's culture permits, this culture doesn't permit for you to be an excellent salesperson. You need to also have language fluency. For people who speak different languages, you think they don't know what they are doing? Even in Nigeria, there are different languages. Some people, they try as much as possible to even learn the greetings for every language. Imagine you going to the north to sell your product and you are speaking Hausa. They will so love you and they will buy from you. Also, there is diversity of salespeople and customers. So customer partnership is also very important in this 21st century. Also, ethical and professional behavior. We cannot leave that out, because ethical standard is very important in selling. Also, e-selling, you have to, this is the 21st century business. Everybody is online selling. You need to come online. So in building relationship, we have these sales processes that you need to undergo. We have prospecting, we have pre-approach, we have approach, we have presentation, we have the trial closer, we have determine objective, meet objective, try closer, because in selling, you must actually meet objectives. There must be objections. People already, when you go to approach them in selling, they already want to object you. They already say they're not buying from you. So you need to know the kind of objection that people will bring to you before you even go to engage them in selling. So this is just detail of what all those things mean. But because of time, I won't go over them one after the other. I won't do that. So now let's look at what Emery entails us to do. So in selling, we have what we call repeat sales bonus attached to our Emery plan, where you are paid every month. The bonus is being accumulated from the first day to the last day of the month, and is paid 5th day of the following month. That is the repeat sales bonus. So if Emery doesn't want to sell, if Emery doesn't want you to sell, they will not include this in their comp plan. They won't do that. So we have reward systems where anytime you purchase from your account, you get 5%. Up to your 10th generation, you earn 5% anytime there's a reorder in your team. So let's look at how much you can make when you do that. How much you can make when you do that. You are saying yourself, if you can motivate just one downline in your team to do at least 400 PV every month. What is 400 PV? What is 400 points? 400 points is just like, let's say, 2 virgin, right? So if you can make everybody in your team to buy a minimum of 400, one downline, we're looking at one downline, one leg. If one of them can buy a minimum of 400 points, the person, if you check the 10th generation of that leg, you will accumulate as much as 10,000 points. You accumulate 80,000 PV. That is what you will accumulate for that sales up to your 10th generation. So the point conversion is 4,000 points. So if 100% of people can do that in the team, your monthly income will be $644. Your monthly income will be 233,000 naira. Your monthly income will be 31,400 Ghana cedis, right? So looking at this thing now, if half of the people in your team do that, if half of the people in your team buy a minimum of 400 PV every month, it means that you'll be earning 118,000 naira or $322 every month. So some people, I will tell people, this is actually above most people's salary. So let's summarize, because I've actually taken most of the time, and I appreciate you for staying to the end of this presentation. So the summary is, personal selling is an old and honorable profession. Personal selling did not start today. We did not invent personal selling. Selling has been existing even from the time of our great-grandparents. Selling has been existing. So it is old, and it will never stop happening. Selling must always happen. Then we look at millions of people have actually chosen sales career. Why? Because of job availability. Sales job is always available. It's personal freedom. We meet challenges that can make us better, right? There's opportunity for success in a sales job. Also, we have financial rewards, right? And also we have non-financial rewards too. Then success also comes from training. If you're not able to train yourself, if you're not able to attend trainings like this, then you will not be a better salesperson. Then we also apply, it's not about, these trainings, most times we listen to these trainings from different speakers, but the worst thing is that we don't apply these trainings. As we are talking from this year, it's coming out from this year. Now, we need to apply everything that any trainer is being brought up to say. Apply your knowledge, right? You also need to develop skills. Develop the skills that will help you in selling, that will help you in whatever you are doing. There's so many skills you can develop. You also need to work hard. You need to work hard. Working hard is so important. It's not so easy. Success is not so easy the way people see it. If you rush into success, you rush out with poverty. Success is not so easy. Ask people who have attained success. They worked hard, but people just look at what the result of what they are seeing now. If they tell you, even the top business people, if they tell you to handle their position for even 1 hour, you will run mad. You will run mad. So you need to develop yourself, develop your mind. If they tell you to answer all the calls that enters into Dangote's phone today, I'm telling you that you will run mad. You can try it if you know Aliko Dangote. You can tell him, sir, please let me answer all your calls. It's not easy. You see the CEO of this company, you see the people who are occupying the corporate offices or office of Emery. You think it's easy? It's not so easy. The three leadership of Emery, they are doing an excellent job. So that's why I appreciate them. They sit down, they're always doing constructive meetings every day to make us happy. Bringing up things, bringing up ideas, bringing up strategies to make our business look good. They want us to succeed. So if you want to succeed, in fact, there is this saying by Les Brown, you need to be hungry to succeed. If you're not hungry to succeed, then success will not come to you. You need to be hungry to succeed. I'm hungry to succeed. I am hungry every day to succeed, right? I am hungry every day to get to that diamond. And you also need to maintain a positive outlook. Don't allow people to see that you are unhappy with the way you look. You are presenting your opportunity and you are looking unhappy. Or you are presenting your product and you are not looking happy. You cannot convert that. You cannot close that sales. You need to be happy. And also you need to have effective time management. Don't waste your time on somebody who is not even giving you a red light, I'm going to purchase from you, or the person is not going to join your business. There are so many people. So if you have somebody who is giving you different objections, make sure you know that there are 200 million people in Nigeria. There are 200 million people in Nigeria. So reach out to those people. Reach out to those people that when you are talking, they will be listening. They want to listen to what the words that comes out from your mouth. Also, you need to take care of your customers. Take care of your existing customers. Take care of your future customers. Take care of your customers. Your customer is your business. Your teammates is your business. Your downlines are your business. Those people are your customers. If you don't take care of them, they will be unhappy. And of course, it's going to radiate in your Emery business. Thanks so much for listening to me today.